Good morning, everyone. This is Karthik from ImageGrafix. Before starting the session, I would like to show you what are the features on the BIM 360 modules we have. As a module, as a product, where people who are not aware about what BIM 360 does, BIM 360, which helps you for as a product, which is helps a next generation platform, which removes the a single point of application. Like say we don't want to keep on searching on data where you stored it or where you want to access it. It is comes from the starting from your design stage till your handling stage. We are bringing the people to the data in the center. So BIM 360 is acts as a center platform where people will be accessing the data as a project centered, which is hosted on the platform called Autodesk Forge, which is an open platform where it helps you to integrate the third party applications which is available in the market to your existing workflow. And also it is mainly helps you to connect with your Autodesk products, or mainly the Autodesk AEC products, where it has a direct integration with your platform to save the files in the cloud. So starting from your design stage till your rendering stage, your product will be completely in a single place where you don't want to keep on searching on, which is your final data. So as a module, we have storing the data in the center, and where you can have a complete insight about your project, where it gives you the detailed report on what is the status, what is the progress. All these things can be tracked from the project dashboard. The main platform which has been hosted for you to hosting the documents, or comes under the BIM 360 docs for the document management. And later you will be accessing the collaboration for using your Revit platform for design collaboration. For multiple people working on a single project, you will be using the BIM 360 design, and it is also hosted on the document management, which is BIM 360 docs. So people who are having the BIM 360 design default will have the same people will have the access for the docs platform also. Earlier this BIM 360 design is called as BIM 360 team, which is called a C4R, collaboration for Revit. And this is mainly useful for people to work on a single project with multiple geographic location or in this different offices. And going on to the next stage, on the pre-construction stage, where BIM 360 coordinate comes into the picture. Earlier it calls as BIM 360 glue, which is a complement of Navisworks, where it do class deduction on the cloud from the model which is stored on the docs platform. So you will be people who are uploaded the files under the docs platform, that is the document management, where they can do the clash deduction directly over using the BIM 360 coordinate module, where they have the option for you to check whether which design files has been clashing with the other modules, other files. So that is how you do the clash detection over the BIM 360 coordinate. And finally the BIM 360 build, which is mainly used for the field people. It helps you for you to do the RFI submittals, and also we are currently, which you're going to see on today's session, on checklist, on the safety inspection punch list, and also for the QAQC snag list. All the things can be done using the BIM 360 build, which is earlierly called as BIM 360 field. And it is also have a additional add-on package, where it is a separate package which comes called cost module, and which is used for the cost related activities for projects. And as all stored, you can see that it's all stored on the central platform for the document management. And we also have additional soft modules, like say the standalone packages, which is called BIM 360 plan and ops, which is for the operation and maintenance. And going on to the detail, so starting from your conceptual stage till your handovering stage, the BIM 360 module helps you to access the project data, which you don't want to keep on accessing with that. And as an admin, the people who want to see on the complete project insight can be easily see the data from the standing from this conceptual stage till your handovering stage. So that is have a complete insight on the project progress and also the status on the project activities. So as a module, you will be seeing this is a interface how you can access the different module under the single login of BIM 360. So where you will be seeing the document management for accessing your files, folders. It will be useful for you to review or do the internal approval process, or reviewing, or kind of sending a documents, or those activities will be done on document management module. And going on for design collaboration, as I told you, this is mainly useful for people who works on the Revit project for Revit cloud collaboration. And the model coordination, which is for mainly used for clash deduction. And the field management, which is able to create your customized checklist or the work inspection request, which you are going to see it on the today's session on mainly on the document for you to make a issue which is will be responsible for a task to be assigned to a user, and also the site diary which is being logged on the site daily activities, and also for the project management, which is for the RFIs or submittals can be raised using the project management module. And finally the insight, which helps you to give you the construction related activities for tracking on the status of the activity which is been going on site. And to be starting with our today's session, the safety and quality control. The safety and quality control is mainly plays an important role in the construction companies nowadays. Like say, where company quality programs are mainly for the profitability. Like say, this safety programs is mainly useful for saving the lives. See, the number one priority for every person who steps into the foot on the job site, it should be minimize the injuries and get themselves safe and from every person around them, and also keep their families at safe. Like say, all the contractors have a safety programs placed in today, but from the standard and traditional activities which they are doing in the site for hosting the daily safety meetings or achieving the safety goals, it is mainly used for keeping a track on their existing activity to minimize the risk which is there in the site. So traditionally, the people who will be using the site or the contractors who's working on the site for people to maintain their safety is often a responsibility not only for as a single person, and it is also as a team. Like say, it is should be a knowledge or an experience where people will be shared with that the activities which you need to be very careful for the programs to be carried out. And this can also be lead to a culture where safety is clearly known as a priority in the job site, but it is not like a fully being embraced by all the people who are there in the construction site. So as a proactive way, as a traditional way where we will be keeping on the daily meetings for safety related activities, there may be a gap which will not be being educated to all the people on the project side. So only the safety guy who will be taking the sole responsibility to keep on the safety of himself and also the others. As a proactive way, we will be to solve this gap between the safety people and also the project members. We need to be gaining the adoption of safety initiatives by everyone who is working on the job site, and also safety programs which will helpful for them to make the progress from the reactive stage to the proactive stage, so which will be minimize the as risk which is involved in the site by um, making the activities like say understanding the root cause of a problem or doing the any activities in a proactive way, which enables all the project teammates to effectively participate and take a ownership of a safety on site, where like say both positive and negative behaviors including the root causes and also being recorded on a daily basis, which will help you to finally track on the safety data for analyzing the trends, which will be give a result on the unsafe behaviors which is raised on the site. So based on all these root causes, these typical programs will help you for you to have a track on where this root cause is created. And overall this using this root causes, the team members can minimize what is the problem and take a proactive stage of minimizing the risk which is involved in the site. So currently why these changes are required, like say these changes are mainly required for the people who will be investing their time and money to make the management in a proactive way. The bottom line is always to keep the job site a safer place for everyone to work safely, and using this as a safety program which helps you for the people to use the right talent for your projects and also for the employees to understand the high quality trade partners. Like say people who are using the safety programs is not drawn on a productivity, but it can also be a positive contributor for the people who looking at the conjunction with the work quality and also as a overall subcontractor performance. Like you want to keep on track on the activity which is help you for you to keep a right safety program and also it will help you for you to truly measure what kind of indication which has been happening on the job site to minimize the project risk from the early stages of the project activities. So why this activities have been carried out, like say measurements of the incidents, like say most of the failures or the success of a safety program today is measured on the incidents. So this is the most important or measurable standard set of KPIs which is being required by both EMR and OSHA, and also the other regulatory measures, which makes you people to move from a stage of reactive stage to a proactive stage to make an impact in the incident rate. Like say they want to reduce the incident rates by acting proactively, which will help you have a track from reducing from the reactive stage to moving to the proactive program. And this will be truly moving from the safety program adoption, and by moving on the success by carrying the activities like say incident reporting to the which has been on for safety activities, and they can be a regular monitoring on the job sites, and also be this ability can be clearly set for a target for every subcontractors who's want to measure their conformance on the incident which is happening on the site. And they can also have a real-time access to the data, which shows the engagement rate with the programmers who is working on the site, and also the chances on the operation level by the daily reports, and also the ability to uh, identify the incident before it is made been happened. So this is all comes only on the proactive program. So this is the right path to be changed from the reactive stage to the proactive stage. So as all this one, we have different indicators which has been there in the site for like say people who are using the paper based reports, or the people who are having the incidents to be tracked from the digital programs, which can able to take the advantage of using the mobile technologies to make the observation tracking more simpler and more accessible. Like say the people which is used in the current industry are using the preventive measures, or the predictivity, or the measurable, or collaborative, or individual. These activities are the safety programs which will be used by the site people to make it in a digital way, so that the people will be more responsible for using the digital platform, and gain a more insight on the safety related activities which is being implemented in the site. And to be these changes will be made more on the proactive way, so that the people who are followed in the traditional method can overcome with this um, um, path to be there implemented. So as a program, so there are many programs which is available in the market. As a solution, we have best in class safety programs. The solution to get this best in class safety program is to digitize your current safety initiatives, including like say marking out all the safety information which is available in your mobile devices, and also digitizing your inspection process, like say your checklist which is being used in the site. And also this can help you for you to support the programs on the site from using the safety inspection checklist, and also you to enable you to understand the performance on the job site, and you to be able to provide a simple ways to the site workers to capture the positive and also the negative observation during the safety checklist which is being brought into the site, allowing them to easily understand who is responsible for what, and actively participating on the safety programs. So providing with this reporting on the conformance, where we can have a track on the data, and capturing the results which will help you to minimize the risk which has been there in the site. And also there are future programs where you will be having the predictive analytics or AR or VR sensor, which has been a future on the construction for the safety related activities. So moving on to the product, as a product, a BIM 360 build supports all these problems which is being faced using the traditional method to overcome the reactive stage to the moving to the people to the proactive stage. So as a workflow, we will be having the quality or safety management process which is being carried out in the site by both the subcontractor and the contractor. Usually will be like say there is a checklist which is being created by it may be a checklist consist of, like say, the work inspection request or a safety inspection or a QA/QC activity, which will be traditionally followed in a paper-based method by starting a initiating a checklist, and the people who will be reviewing the checklist, like the personas like safety inspectors or the people who are doing the inspection on the site, where they found out that there is a problem, and if there is no problem, they will be doing the checklist, completing it and submitting the report, and finally they will run the report on the checklist which they have inspected. If they found out a issue, say that there is a problem in the site which is they are inspected, they need to notify it. So they do they do the issue that is called as like a they make the people who is responsible for this task to be completed. Inside BIM 360, they will be creating an issue, and it will be assigned to a people who assigned to a company or individual people, or a role where they will be responsible for this issue to be resolved, and they will be receiving a mail directly. So this will be done whether it has been, the issue is still open. If this issue has been already rectified, then they change the status to close, and once this issue has been completed, the final checklist has been submitted and the report has been run. So this is the tradition, this is the workflow which is being carried out in the BIM 360, and also been used in the traditional safety program. So the same workflow is being carried out inside the BIM 360 build also. So where we will be seeing this complete workflow, how to carry it out, and how it can be done, how quickly you can able to change your from the traditional method to the digitized method. So moving on to that, we will have the traditional checklist which is will be available in the Word or PDF or Excel. So in this today's session, I will be showing you how to convert an Excel file based Word document of checklist template to convert it into an Excel template, which has been readily imported into the BIM 360 build module, where you can able to do for converting a work inspection request or a safety inspection checklist which to do on the site, and to be notified if there is a problem to the concerned person who is responsible for doing the task. So let me just go into the video here. To start off with this is the BIM 360 module, where we see that the field management module, where I will be showing you on the work inspection request or the checklist, which will be shortly creating here. So if you notice that there are options for you to create a template and use that. From the template you will be accessing the checklist. So in this checklist, you will have two methods of doing it. Like say, if you want to create it from the scratch, or if you want to import it from the existing template, which is being like an Excel, that is also possible. So if you have a previous release, you can just import it from the previous module, like the field module, or else if you have an Excel file which has been a format importing into the BIM 360, that can also be possible. So there is a sample file in this where I will be downloading that. So based on the report, I will be customizing the module. Like say, people who are having the template of Excel, the converting the Word document or Excel file, they will be converting into the BIM 360 build module. So here I will be showing you shortly on how to convert an existing Word doc template of checklist. Like say, this is a traditional equipment checklist which is been practiced on the site by the safety inspectors to check what type of equipment they are inspecting, and whether it is a which company it is, and all these things have been detailedly identified by using the traditional Word document. So we will be converting this existing work inspection request from Word document to the BIM 360 imported Excel file format, and based on that format, which once you convert it, it can be directly imported. So if you see here, so we have been converting that existing Word document into an Excel file, where we change the formats as we required, and once this is done, we can directly import this Excel file into the BIM 360. So let me just quickly show you that. So we will be selecting the same Excel file. Once it is done, it will send you a mail so that the report has been the checklist template has been completed, and it will be imported back into the template. So this is the template which we have customized it, and you can see that we can directly edit it, and it will also have versions where there is, if there is any changes made on the checklist later, that can also be tracked with the versions. So this will be can be edited, where if you want to add any additional parameters, like say if you want to change this from a checkbox to the yes or no type, that can also be possible. Like say I'm just editing here. So this is a way where we will be adding additional sections if required. Additional sections is nothing but, like say you want to have additional questions or the type of questions which you want to add it, that can also be possible. Like it supports the major options, like say the yes or no, multiple choice, or a numeric. So these will be the mainly for people who they do the inspection, like say I want to find out whether it is been resolved or not, this items checklist has been done, yes or no, or mainly the activities where you need to type something, that is also be possible. So once these things are done, you can also be made this as a non-conforming response, something like say if this checklist is being answered as no, or if it is the non-conforming value where you need to notify the people who is responsible for that, you can also be made that also. So this is where we will be doing that, the next stage of creating a task for a person who is responsible for doing that task. So once this checklist has been completed, you can able to save this, and it can be assigned to a concerned person. And finally, like if you want to make a signature, like say if you want to people who's doing in the site in their devices, like say mobile devices, maybe an iPad or the Android device, they want to do the signature, that is also possible. Like multiple people you want to do a signature, that is also possible. Like here they see only single people. If you want to add more signatures, that can also be done. So we have option for you to add signatures, and later once this template has been done, and this template can be assigned to by creating the checklist to this people who is responsible for doing the task. So let me just quickly show you how to assign this template to a people who is responsible for doing this task. So let me just go on to the my next video where you will be seeing that. So the checklist which we are seeing here is been already available for the people on the template part. So I will be selecting an existing template, and I can able to edit it, and I can able to assign it to a concerned person. Like say here we want to make this people to be responsible for to be having that issue to be notified. So this is something called a task or a activity which you need to be assigned to a people who is responsible for their uh, incomplete section which is there in the checklist. So we can create an issue and assign it to a concerned person where he will be notified with that task, and he will receive a mail. So this task has been assigned to you and you need to complete with this due date. So this is nothing but we call it as an issue. So we can able to mark this issue as a type, what type of issue it is. It is a quality or a safety, or what type of issue it is, and whom it is responsible for doing the task. Like here I am assigning myself as a responsible people, and I can assign the one or two any other people who is there for me to be notified. And this can be an auto create task, like say whenever you receive a non-conforming response for the checklist which you are doing in the site, it will automatically create a issue and assign it to that concerned person whom you are setting in this template. So this type of activities, the auto run activity, can be created here, which is been possible when you are creating this template of the checklist. So and it can, this checklist can be assigned to an individual people of a section. Like say if you have a checklist which is consist of 5 sections, and each section should be assigned to each user, that is also possible. So you can able to assign a single checklist with the multiple people for a section to be assigned to a different people, and it can be tracked on the details. So this is how we will be creating that. And finally, if you want to have a signature, that can also be added here. So this is the template where you will be seeing that it is having a different sections with the final signature, which will be having a non-conforming response. For any non-conforming response, it will trigger a issue and assign it to a particular person. So finally this issue has been this template has been created. So it can be assigned to the user. Let me just quickly show you how to assign this checklist to the particular user. So once you are assigning this checklist, you will be notified to the concerned user. So you will be having the details where you will be assigned to a particular user or a role or an individual company. You can select it. Here I am assigning to a user one who is responsible for this checklist to be completed, and also the location if any, and a target date for him. So once this has been assigned, he will automatically receive a mail from the BIM 360 saying that this is the checklist which is being assigned to you, and it is having a target date. So here you can see clearly that myself assigned that checklist to the user one, and it is being given with the hyperlink for you to access directly from the mail. And you can see that who is assigned, what are the checklist sections it is available, and directly once you click on this checklist, it goes to the link where you can, people can, the site can see it, or people who is there in the office can see what is the status. So this will be clearly show you that this checklist progress has been there or not, and it can be seen with the progress saying that it is started or not. Like say here it shows you this, it is in progress, and this is not yet started. So that is how you track the progress of the particular checklist which is assigned to a user. And you can also see that it is showing you whom it is assigned and which company it is been assigned and what is the date it is scheduled. So if it is a overdue schedule, it will also show you the highlighted one. So, and this is how it works. And people who, once it is assigned in the site, they can also start using that checklist in the site by using their mobile platforms. Let me just show you that how it works on the mobile platform also. So as a platform, this is a single app which is being used for people who are working on the site to manage the safety activities for by following the checklist which is being in the using in their handheld devices. It has been very handy for people to download their BIM 360 mobile app from both your Android platform and also your iOS platforms. So let me just quickly show you on the videos on how this process works. Like say people, once a checklist has been assigned to a user, you can able to start working on the site by doing the checklist, and if there is any problem which comes, how it been notified. So to start up with this, let me just show you. See, this is how the checklist has been initiated. So once the user has been initiated the checklist, you can able to see that what are the checklist available for him to start. Say the checklist which has been in progress, it is not started, and which has been having a target date. So this is a device, a mobile device, where they can able to see it directly, and they can able to start inspecting on the site. Like say here they're reviewing the checklist by if they found out that there is a problem in the checklist which they are working on it, they can directly create a issue. So that is how I'm saying this is a non-conforming activity where they want to notify to a concerned user. So once they notified this is the issue, it will be opening with the same content which is there used in the checklist, and they can able to assign it to the user who is responsible for doing that. Like say here the ceiling frame is incomplete and they want to assign it to a concerned user who is responsible for doing that. It can be assigned to a user or role or a company, and with also the target date for them to complete the task. So once this has been done, if you want the site, you want to take a picture quickly and you want to submit that, that is also possible. Like say you don't want to keep on searching for the reference document, you can quickly take a pic and you can mark it out using your markup tools and attach to that issue, and finally give the target date for that user to complete the task. So once it is done, it is automatically assigned to the particular checklist. You can see that, let me just show you quickly. So you can see that the particular uh, checklist where it is being assigned to the issue where it is having a non-conforming response, and it is being recorded. So this will be also be notified to the user where this issue to be resolved, and the user will be seeing that issue is being kept open, and he can be notified it, and they can also see that once it is complete he will receive a mail. So here the company which has been notified opening the issue will try to rectify it, give her a official response, like say they have inspected, or here say all the work which is seen to be completed. So once they have been given, a live activity can be monitored, and they can able to say that this task which has been assigned to them can be completed. So this all done in a real time where you will be doing it, and it can be assigned later to the concerned user who is responsible for them to complete or close this issue which has been created. So once this issue has been resolved, the people who created the issue can only close that issue, and they can see that the given response is been satisfying or not. Once the response is been satisfied, the person who created can close this issue. So here that is what they're doing it. They are trying to close this issue by giving the response what they want. So this all are is tracked on the activity, and it is no need of sending an mail outside of this environment. So once this issue has been closed, it will be notified, and the people who is there in the checklist can see that the conforming report has been completed from the checklist, and they can able to go on proceeding with their checklist which we carried out, and once they are all completed the checklist with all the sections, they can able to say that this section has been completed, and finally they can able to submit the checklist also. So this is how like they're doing the checklist for each sections. Once they complete the checklist, they will be required if a signature that can also be notified there. Once here they will be running the report, so this checklist which you want to see only for the closed one, they can able to sort it out with the filters from the browser, like say quality issue which is closed recently and they want to run a report in a PDF file format, that can also be done directly. So this report will be send a mail to the user who is generating this report. So this report can be a summary or a detailed report. It gives you a detail on who is it submitted, or whether what is the details it has been available. You can see the detailed report or summary in a PDF format. So this is how quickly you will be having a insight about the details, and it's all hyperlinked. So from the report you can directly link, it goes to the particular issue which has been, gives you the detail about that particular task which has been created. So this gives you a overall insight on how the work carried out from the office to the field. Say for example, the people who's having the traditional Word document or PDF or Excel can convert them to a BIM 360 format, which will be imported into the uh, BIM 360 build module, where they do the customize the checklist as per their requirement and assign it to the concerned user. You will be responsible for doing the task. So there they will be having this, minimizing this reactive stage, and they are moving into the proactive stage. So, and not only this, we also have the custom built applications which is being developed by the third party developers, which is available in the market for you to integrate with the uh, platforms. Like say for example, if you want to have a auto builder or a smart video application, you want to track a real-time happening on the site, that can also be done by using this third-party application which is available in the market. To finally to summarize, and we need to have a goal for this safety program, should be changing the conservation from the, to increase the participation of everyone who is there in the job site, to create a safe work environment, and moving from the, say from the tracking incidents to moving from the conformance rates, and also from the reporting stage to understanding the root cause analysis, where you will be having why this problem is arised, and to minimize that in the future, and also from the reactive stage to the moving to the proactive environment. So this is the right time, so you can start using your converting the Excel or PDF document into a quality for the quality and safety program which is being used in that. Pick a project and try to use the BIM 360 build today, and feel free to contact ImageGrafix for the kind of activities which you need to really implement in your organization to move in a positive way.